This special mini episode is produced in partnership with the Marketing Department at Special Olympics Illinois. Connect with Special Olympics Illinois on social and digital media. Tag in Special Olympics Illinois on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and SO_Illinois on Twitter with hashtag SOILL stands together. Support for Special Chronicles is brought to you by listeners like you. Please support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. Support for Special Chronicles is also brought to you by our patron supporters. Becoming a patron gets you exclusive access to Bonus Cast, a patron-only podcast with bonus features. Subscribe to either an annual or season pass, miniseries 2-month pass, an episode 1-month pass, or an episode day pass. And join today and select your private streaming plan today. Become a patron supporter at specialchronicles.com/bonuscast. That's specialchronicles.com/bonuscast. Support for Special Chronicles is also made possible thanks to a grant from the ComEd Energy First program, the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught by people with disabilities. Learn more about how ComEd is powering lives at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd.
This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Podcasting since 2008. This is the show where we're broadcasting disability stories from an insider's perspective, and we are giving a voice to people with special needs. This is your weekly guide to find and enjoy acceptance and inclusion.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. I lend my voice to those who can't. It's time we try, it's time we care, it's time we stand. It starts with a voice.
Coming up on Dan Notes, Episode 2, a podcast original series on the Special Chronicles Show, mini episode 373, we give you an exclusive Backstage access preview of the first ever Virtual Summer Games 2020 with Special Olympics Illinois. Welcome back to this fine groundbreaking show. My name is Daniel, and I'm a Southern Survival International Global Messenger at Special Olympics, founder of Special Chronicles, and the 2020 Self-Advocacy Award winner from the Elk of Illinois. Please put your hands together as we welcome Gina, the communications manager for marketing and communications, Special Olympics Illinois.
Hi, thanks for having me,
And
Daniel.
you can put your hands together again for Michelle, the new assistant director for media and public relations at Special Olympics Illinois.
Hi, thanks for having me.
And that applause was as if we were actually doing this in person, then our live audience would actually be applauding. And we're so excited to be bringing all of our listeners, all of our viewers, all of our community this preview Backstage Access show. So welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us.
I realized doing that intro and theme song, I usually have like a bottle of water in the studio, and I was like, I don't have that water with me.
Oh, so, no.
It's good. I'll get it before my next Skype call after this. Okay. And so segment 1, save the dates. What are we saving the dates for? Is there something big happening next week?
Yeah. So next week is our first ever virtual summer games for Special Olympics Illinois.
Yep.
So we're saving the dates for June 9th through June 14th. It's a 6-day long event with filled with a bunch of activities, all virtual, of course. And it will be one of our, first big virtual events that we're going to have this year.
Awesome. And to bring in Michelle to this, until the actual dates that our listeners will be saving, they can always VP and do a few other things to get ready?
Yep, absolutely. So we have on our Facebook page and a link on our website where you can RSVP at our Facebook event. So you can stay up to date on any announcements that we're making about the virtual summer games. And then we also have souvenirs that are available now. So once you go to the website, and that's virtualsummergames.soill.org, you can go up there, click on souvenirs, and there's a free shipping option as well.
Awesome. Well, segment. Let's move on and talk about giving as this is a backstage. This is our listeners' backstage access preview of the daily digital. They'll backstage access to the preview daily digital activities for the 2020 Special Olympics Illinois Virtual Summer Games happening June 9th through June 14th. And there's some exciting digital activities that will be happening daily, right?
Yes. So we're going to have some amazing digital activities starting on, I'll give you a little preview. So starting on Tuesday, the 9th, we will kick off the whole couple days of virtual activities with an opening ceremony. So normally, when we're all together in person at our summer games or our summer games in Bloomington Normal, we would kick it off with an opening ceremony. So we're doing the same thing here and kicking off the whole 6 days long with a virtual opening ceremony. So there you'll hear from a variety of speakers, from our CEO to athletes and board members. And then throughout the week, each day we'll have a Spirit Week theme. So some of those are Beach Day or Duo Day or Respect Day.
Yep.
So we have a whole list of all the themes for each day. So you can stay tuned to that and dress appropriately if you're tuning into any of our programming. And then we will. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and as athlete leaders, we will be hosting the daily Lido, right?
Yep. And we'll get to hear from you guys each day there. And then I believe you're also going to be interviewing some of your peers during that time. So we'll get a preview of the day and then get to listen in to that interview as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And then each day we will have something called a Move It Minute, which will be a different exercise each day where athletes, volunteers, coaches, whomever is interested can tune in to learn that exercise and the steps to do that exercise. So that will be in the morning every day that week. So you can wake up and start your day off right by doing a little workout activity.
Awesome. That kind of reminded me of back in October 2019, last October, with Dave Breen and Karen Milligan when we were at the Global Athlete Leadership launch of the new Unified Leadership Program. They did it was a 5-day workshop, and at the beginning of each workshop we had a warm-up exercise, and so like one of those warm-up exercises was like a funny handshake. And so if you see our president and CEO Dave Breen, he will tell you he can show you the funny handshake that we did. So that's so for all of our listeners, can the next time that you see Dave, ask him how to do that funny handshake.
Okay, we'll hold you to that.
And is there anything else to that? Or I had to grab something over on the other side of the studio.
Huh? Oh, I think we're a little bit frozen. But
I had to grab something, but that's for what we're about to get to in just a moment.
Okay.
But did you want to add anything else, or should we to this backstage access preview?
I think we have a couple other things we want to talk about a little bit there. We have a healthy habits segment that you'll get to see during the virtual summer games. So you'll get to learn a little bit more about some healthy habits that you can have. And then we're also going to do some esports during the event.
Awesome.
Yes, we'll have some awesome esports tournaments that athletes can register for ahead of time. And then we'll also have a closing ceremony, and a victory dance to close out the week. So our victory dance will be a live dance party with a fellow named DJ Real, and he's done a couple other awesome things for us. So he'll get to do that, and we'll get to close it out dancing and having fun.
Also, and most of these, I'm assuming most of these daily digital activities will be on our social media channels. But will they also, for those people who might not be on social media, I know a lot of people are, but for somebody who might not be but still want to participate, will these also be available as videos on the virtualsummergames.soill.org site?
Yep. So you'll be able to go up there, and for a lot of the video features, you'll be able to follow along as that's happening live on there. And then we will also have things on social media, but you'll be able to find everything on our website as well.
For the Virtual Summer Games site?
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. Anything else, or do we want to get to the opening ceremonies, athlete leader, keynote speech, everything that Daniel wanted to say but couldn't say?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so speaking of that, so I guess the I would start off by saying that I wish I could be giving it in person and be competing, because 2020, one could say, was my best year of competition. And the reason why I say that is because at a Regency swimming competition, let me see if I can try to put this on air. I should have put this on before, but it fits to put it on now. So you see these two gold medals. Our podcast listeners can't see this, so you have to tune into the YouTube and Facebook watch video. But I have, so Gina and Michelle, what did I just put on me?
You just put 2 medals that you won at Regency's swimming competition, correct?
Yep. And so that's one of the reasons why I wish I could not only be, of course, competing, because last year I got a silver medal, and so now I want to get a gold medal at the Summer Games. Also, so that's that's one of the things I wanted to say in the speech, is that that I would like for those of us that have had a really good competition year so far, we want to, of course, improve on what we did the previous year. So, and I don't think I've got the speech on another Google document, so I don't think we should give too much away, because we want people to...
You want to keep it a surprise, right?
Yeah. We want to keep it a surprise. So, it's
a very big speech, and I'm sure everybody's excited to tune into it.
Yeah,
I know I am.
And it's one of probably the shortest speech, like even as an international global messenger, it's one of the shortest speeches that I've had to write and give. That was supposed to be a 1-minute speech, but we'll tell people that it's because I needed to pause for speaking effect. That's why it's 2 minutes. So we'll leave it at.
I bet writing that was a good challenge and task to try to make it, short normally would, right?
Yeah. So from writing, so just to kind of give our listeners some behind the scenes stuff here is from writing it and then having my mom edit it, and then Gina, you and I getting on a FaceTime call for an hour and 11 minutes in total, from writing to editing to revising it, with a total of you, Karen, my mom, so like 3 plus me, so 4 people looking at it. It took a total of 2 hours to come up with a 1 to 2 minute speech that people will hear. When will people hear this awesome, powerful speech?
They'll hear this on Tuesday, June 9th, during our virtual opening ceremony. So Daniel's speech
at what time? What time?
And it starts at 7 p.m.
Central time, because we have listeners across the country.
Yep, it'll be 7 p.m. Central time, and so you want to turn in right then, because you wouldn't want to miss a second of that 2-minute speech.
Yeah. So that, and we wanted to, and when people tune in right at 7 p.m., this is a good time to kind of tie in with that opening ceremonies, people will hear not only my 2-minute speech that will probably be halfway in the middle of the opening ceremonies, which will be just like it's the shortest speech ever, it will be the shortest opening ceremonies ever. And so maybe some people might like that because, but who knows? So in addition to halfway in the middle, that awesome, powerful speech that people do not want to miss, what else will people, there's going to be other fun stuff happening during the opening ceremonies.
Yeah. People will also be able to hear or to get a look at a parade of athletes, a virtual parade of athletes.
Yeah.
And you will also get to hear the virtual athlete oath and a national anthem. We'll try to kind of keep things similar to how we've done them in the past. So the Knights of Columbus will also be there doing a presentation of the colors, and we'll hear from Dave Breen. We will also hear from a few various special guests as well, and then we will have a entertainment piece for us, which I will leave a surprise.
Okay, and quick question on behalf of my fellow athletes. I know this was a popular question in a survey that we did at last year's Summer Games. And I know Dave told me we had Dave and I had a lot of conversations when we were walking around Dublin doing the workshop. I should say, during and after the workshop. And a lot of people really would like to have less of Dave talking and more of fun entertainment during the open ceremony. So it's just like my speech is 1 to 2 minutes, and all the other Bree and Rob and the co-MC, the unified MCs, and all the other speeches are all going to be around 1 to 2 minutes. So is Dave's as well going to be just kind of to hopefully give some encouragement to our fellow athletes that will be tuning in?
Of course, yes. Everyone's speeches are going to try to be around the same length.
Okay. Including Dave.
Dave always has some very important things to say, so we do go over that length. It's all for good reason.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So since we're a little bit over the time that we wanted for this preview bonus access show, but let's move on to briefly the virtual law enforcement torch one that's usually open to only law enforcement officers, but it's now open to everyone. So briefly on that.
Yeah. So like it is open to everyone now. So we will be hosting this throughout the whole week, and you can walk, run, bike your 2 miles, however you would like. You can sign up for the virtual torch run through our website at virtualsummergames.org/SOILL, right? /SOILL.
I think it's virtualsummergames.soill.org.
I can fix that. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Well, people could just, if they're listening or watching the podcast, just look in the description below, and we'll put the correct link there.
Yep, and then you'll get to watch all the participants virtually run and walk across our social media channels at 5 p.m. on Saturday, June 13th.
So it's not leading up to the open ceremonies like in the past?
We're going to let people complete it anytime they'd like to throughout the week, just because you're doing it virtually, so you can do it whenever is the most convenient for you.
Quick question.
We're asking people to share photos of themselves and use our hashtag Soil Stands Together as they're participating, and as they post those, then we will share them all together so we can virtually be completing the race together on Saturday at 5 p.m.
And I know we don't want to spend a lot of time on this, and we are running a little bit long on time here. But on that, so 2 questions. Kind of, I'm sure a lot of my fellow athlete leaders and families will be asking this as well. For that virtual law enforcement torch one, it's a 2-part question. A, how early can you participate in that? And B, can you go 2.1 miles?
I think you can go as far as you'd like to. So, the longer you want to go, the better. That's totally fine.
and cycling.
You can participate on that by signing up on our website, and then you can do it once you're signed up. You can do it as soon as you'd like.
Okay, so this tomorrow, this Tuesday is good enough. Well, okay, well, people are hearing this. People are hearing this people will be hearing this Wednesday. So let's say people will be hearing. So can we do this tomorrow? Because by the time people hear this.
Sure. Yeah. And people can do it anytime they want. When they sign up, they'll get a little more direction on what they need to complete and what they're going to receive and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. And not to throw you guys under the bus, but it is a podcast. So Georgia and I will be doing, Michelle, just so you know, Georgia's my girlfriend. So,
okay.
Which, okay. Gina knows this already. Okay. So, Georgia and I will be doing 2.1 miles of cycling. Gina, Michelle, what will you guys be doing for the virtual law enforcement torch run?
I'll be walking. That's my plan.
Okay.
I will be walk/running.
Okay.
Mix.
Okay. Cool. So good, and we hope that you guys all will participate by going to virtualsummergames.soill.org and find the link to the virtual law enforcement torch run.
Yep, that'll be right at the top of the page in the navigation bar.
All right, and as we come to a close for our final segment of this Backstage Access preview of the Virtual Summer Games 2020 Special Olympics Illinois, connect on socials and advice, encouragement, and final thoughts. So first, connect on social and digital media. So you guys can cover the whole Special Olympics Illinois. I'll cover the Special Chronicles.
Okay, so you can connect with Special Olympics Illinois on our social media channels. That's at Special Olympics Illinois on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And on Twitter, it is SO_Illinois. And then we want you to use hashtag Soil Stands Together. So that's SOILL stands together. While you're during the week, we'd love for you to use that hashtag so we can see your reactions and what you're doing to be a part of the virtual summer games.
And you can follow Special Chronicles on social media channels at Special Chronicles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and at Special C Podcast on Twitter. And we want you to use the hashtag, hashtag Full Circle Inclusion, because we have the right and ability to make our dreams come true. So we want you to use hashtag Full Circle Inclusion. Yeah, there you go. And all those links will be in the show notes on specialchronicles.com/show. Just look for this podcast, as well as if you watch on YouTube and Facebook Watch, the link will be in the description there as well. So advice that you guys want to share to encourage our Special Olympics Illinois community of athletes, families, volunteers, staff, sponsors, partners, law enforcement, torch run. Advice? We could go around the table.
Yeah, I would say any advice would be to participate in the virtual summer games. It's going to be really fun, and there should be some awesome activities. I know we've been stuck at home for a while now, but this could be an awesome opportunity to kind of change up our schedules and do something different. So I definitely encourage everybody, whether you're an athlete, family member, coach, volunteer, to participate in the 6 days of awesome activities.
Yeah, we've worked really hard to hopefully have something for everyone on there. So we just hope everyone has fun, and we can't wait to see everybody virtually during the summer games and hopefully soon in person.
Yep. And as our athlete input console, athlete leadership team of athlete leaders, we have been working hard to not only to develop ways to stay active, but also really working hard on these interviews and daily leader introductions for all of you. So I want you to just remember that we show unconditional love, compassion, joy to everybody that we meet, and we hope that doing these that these virtual summer games will be the start, not the end, but the start to have you join us in showing unconditional love, acceptance, compassion, and joy to everybody that you meet as well.
Yes, absolutely. I agree more.
So, final thoughts on coming together on this partnership of a Backstage Access preview of the Virtual Summer Games? Final thoughts before we conclude?
Thanks for having us, Daniel. This was awesome.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Awesome. I think we had a fun time on this preview. Maybe we'll have to do something in the future, like some Mondays from the Marketing Suite thing, maybe? Maybe? there might be a tease.
We'll see.
We'll
That
see.
was a good idea.
We'll see. So until then, maybe we could say we maybe choose to include at the same time. So, we'll say choose to include at the same time. So until next week, we hope you guys all will show compassion, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, choose to include. Until next week, remember, choose to include.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.